Hey there, everyone. Josh Crowfoot here, Crowfoot Law Firm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm a commercial real estate lawyer, and we're here on day 29 of Commercial Real Estate 101. We're discussing leases, and today we're going to be talking about additional rent. So, additional rent is what a tenant will pay to a landlord within the lease, and it'll include things like taxes, insurance, common area maintenance. These are all costs that the landlord incurs and then passes them on to the tenant as additional rent. These are usually separated from the base rent because, unlike the base rent, which is very predictable and agreed upon by the parties up front, additional rent usually turns on certain things that are outside of the landlord's control. Not always, but sometimes. So for instance, taxes, insurance, certain common area expenses like snow removal, ice removal. It's hard for the landlord to predict with any 100% accuracy what those costs are going to be from year to year. Taxes go up, insurance premiums go up. The landlords have a hard time guaranteeing what those are going to cost a tenant over the life of a lease over 10 years. So what you'll usually see in leases is the parties will negotiate certain expenses under additional rent as controllable expenses, and others as non-controllable. Controllable expenses are usually things like management of the property, landscaping maintenance, things that are of a non-capital nature, that the landlord can predict what the cost will be from year to year. Those will be deemed controllable expenses. And if you have a sophisticated tenant, they will negotiate for caps on increases on those operating expenses from year to year. 3% is common, but those caps can go as high as 5 or 10%. It just depends on the leverage between the parties. But again, additional rent is going to be that rent that is not base rent that covers the operating expenses for the landlord to run the property. Hope you learned something new.